Hey there friends, what's going on today? David Potts here with Song Notes. Today I'm going to show you how to play Rise by Eddie Vedder. This is a mandolin song that he recorded for the soundtrack to Into the Wild. He did the whole soundtrack to that movie. I really like that movie. I really like the soundtrack and I love this song. So I'll show you how to play it. Now this is a guitar arrangement of a mandolin song. You know, we can't mimic the mandolin one-to-one, but we can get the general sound by putting a capo on the 5th fret. We're going to use key of D chord families, right? Our D, our G, and our A, very common, 1, 4, 5 chords in the D major chord family. So let's look at how to play this one and have some fun. As usual, get all my practice notes over on my website, songnotes.net. This is lesson 600. 6/8 time is an important thing to understand for this song. That means 6 counts per measure, right? So whenever you're strumming in 6/8 time, it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 1 count and the 4 count, which are going to get the sort of the emphasized, accented strums. So practice that as far as the rhythmic groove, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. This is the general strumming pattern I would recommend. It's really important to give the 1 count and the 4 count that extra oomph and then be light and feathery on those down and up strums in between, okay? Now you can use that strumming pattern, you can modify it as you see fit. I have a whole separate lesson on 6/8 time strumming. I show you a bunch of examples and I'll link over to that on my lesson webpage along with a lot of the other 6/8 time songs that I've taught, right? It's a kind of a distinct rhythmic groove, but once you get it, you got it, right? Really quick, let me show you the verse chorus structure. It's really simple, then I'll get to the melodic good stuff, okay? Here's what it looks like chord-wise. Every time you see a chord, you're going to be doing one measure, which is 6 counts of that chord, right? So if we got the groove going, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Such is the way of the world, you can never know. We'll do a little fill right here later. Just where to put all your faith, and how will it grow? Gonna rise up, burning black holes and dark memories. I'll talk about this G major 7 in a second. Rise up, turning mistakes into gold. Right? Now there is an instrumental and an outro, which are kind of just like mainly the chorus chords without any words. We'll talk about that later in the lesson, but that's the verse, that's the chorus. The only real thing you can do here that I haven't called out yet is this G major 7. That basically turns this G into, it's all about this thinnest string, right? It's the 3rd fret versus the 2nd fret. When we're playing the 2nd fret plus a G major bass note, right? It's a G major 7. It's a really integral part of this song. Now the way I recommend playing it, for the G, again, play the G however you want. But what I like to do is I mute the 5th string by putting in this case, my ring finger. You could use your middle finger also. Play the 3rd fret bass note, mute the 5th string, and then regular G is the 3rd fret note on the thinnest string. G major 7 is the 2nd fret note on the thinnest string. Right? So that first line of the chorus would sound like this, okay? It's gonna rise up, burning black holes and dark memories. Gonna rise up. And you only do it on the first line of that chorus. So that's something that's a little bit optional, but you can integrate that into it if you want to get that full sound. Okay, so that's the big picture, lay of the land with how the verse and the chorus are strummed. I'll do a full separate zoomed playthrough on my lesson webpage using the simple strumming. If you just want a campfire version, and I'll include some of that at the end of this video as well, right? So let's talk about the melodic stuff though. There are parts that let you do the. Okay, how do we get into that? So let's look at this cool little tab I wrote up. Now again, this is my own arrangement for the guitar inspired by Eddie Vedder's version. Some things won't translate from what he's playing one-to-one, so I've kind of taken some editor liberties, as editors often do, to make things work, but I trust that this will be a good way to do it. The important part about this is anytime you see a highlighted note, that's going to be the main hummable melody note. If you can, you want to make sure those notes are emphasized and played cleanly and loudly if possible. Another thing is you can add filler strums throughout this whole first line and all the other lines I'm going to show you. A filler strum means once you learn what's on the tab, you can sort of add in these light brushes along with, at the same time, or in between these melody notes. So let me play you this first line. I'll play it once as it's tabbed out exactly. Then I'll play it again with filler strums. Then I'll talk about what's going on and give you some tips, right? So let's get a groove. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll do it again. Let me do it with some filler strums here to give you the idea of what we're going to work towards, right? One more time. Okay, let's look at how to do this now. Again, the first two lines are exactly the same, which is nice. The lyrics change, but the tab is the exact same. So the first measure into the first beat of the second measure, it's just a D major. We're gonna hammer on, go from that D sus2 up to a regular D by virtue of just hammering on that open to second fret on the first string. Second fret of the first string. Now you wanna treat this as a single strum of D, and then bring that middle finger down forcefully on the second fret, right? That's a hammer on. The rest of the melody is, okay? Such is the way of the world. Now notice that first count of the second measure, I only tabbed out 2 notes of the otherwise D major measure, or the D major chord that's implied for that whole measure. The reason I'm only playing 2 of the notes there is we want this note to be the sort of the main note, the main character note, because this is the melody note, right? So if you can, you just want to favor the sort of middle 2 strings of the guitar. If you happen to get another string above or below, it's not going to make a big deal, but that's kind of the main idea. And then the end of that second measure, okay, it's more going into that D sus2 flavor where it's going to be, and then you're going to end with, you're going to start the third measure with that first strum of the G. Now, the third and fourth measure here, this is important. We want to ignore the thinnest string. We don't want to play anything on the thinnest string, because if we did, that would stand out to our ear, and we don't want it to. We want the highlighted notes to stand out. So whether you have your middle finger or your ring finger on the bass note of the G, you're going to mute that 5th string, and then see those yellow and blue notes in the third and fourth measure on the second string? Those are the melody notes, right? So I basically have, okay, so it's going to be open third and second string. Then we add our 3rd fret, right, on the second string. Then 2nd fret, and then 0, 0, right? Now, here's the important part. When you're doing this, this is a perfect part where you can add filler strums. And as long as you don't strum the thinner string, it's going to sound generally good. It's going to take some pick control. You just kind of want to keep your strums limited to those thickest 5 strings. And if you're able to sort of mute the thinnest string with your left hand, that's going to do you some favors. That way, even if you do play it, it's not going to ring out, because if you can kind of just touch it with any finger, it's going to sound good. So the first line, I'll play it slow again. Okay, just play it twice. Good stuff. It takes some practice to get the feel of it. Try integrating those filler strums. The secret of the filler strums is you just want to get used to that down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. You want to have your strumming hand really comfortable with this sort of rhythmic groove. And if you're comfortable with that, and then you learn the basic melody notes, your strumming hand should be like a dog on a leash who really wants to be off the leash at the dog park and run around, right? And running around is doing the filler strums. But you have to learn the polite manners first, so to speak, in dog world, of playing these notes cleanly. Play them cleanly first, know which notes you're targeting, and then once you have it kind of under your control, then you can bring in the filler strums. Don't do that. you get the idea there. So that's the verse and how to play it. It sounds nice and good. Let's look at the chorus now. The chorus is a little bit trickier, a little bit more going on, but I think you can manage it, right? So the first line and second line of the chorus, is just 2 lines, they start the same way. The first half of the chorus is the same in line 1 and 2. We're going to start with an A chord. Okay, and we're going to go to a D and then to a G. Now, when we're on the A, we're going to bring in our pinky there on the 3rd fret, 2nd string, to get an A sus4, and then go right back to the A. But the highlighted notes are all on the first 2 strings. We go to a D, and then we go to that G. Okay, again, with the G, you can leave your ring finger there, which is where it was for the D. You can leave it there for the G. So it would be a 4-finger G, or even if you play it like this, it's a 3-finger G. But this note's okay here. The important part of the last 2 measures are going between the G and the G major 7. Now, I talked about this earlier in the lesson here. Again, it's all about the thinnest string. Okay, a simple trick here, if this is giving you trouble, just worry about the thinnest 3 strings. Okay, I'm just doing the main strum I already taught you. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Okay, that's the easiest way to do the G and the G major 7. If you want to do this more complex full version, it would be... You can do this. This is a valid G major 7 as well. You're going to have 3rd fret muted, open, open, 3rd fret, 2nd. The nice thing about doing this approach is that you can keep the ring and index fingers on their assigned frets, and then you're basically just putting the pinky on or off. So G, G major 7, G, G major 7. Okay, take that slow. Just start with the easiest version at first. So it starts off with the A sus4, D, D sus2, G, G major 7, G, G major 7, rise. 2nd line, same thing. Now the 2nd line ends with this nice little walk up. This is very similar to what we did in the verse. It's going to go in reverse order though. So the verse was a walk down. We did these same notes, but it was... Here we're going to go up. We're going to start with the open 2nd string. 2nd fret on the 2nd string, 3rd fret on the 2nd string, and then we're going to add the open thinnest string at the end of the chorus there. Okay? So again, you can do a full strum of the G, just don't go past the 2nd string. Okay, that is the chorus. Let me play it for you with no singing. Now you saw me sort of hammering on. You can hammer on those 2nd fret and 3rd fret notes at the end of the chorus, but you don't have to. So that's how you play the chorus. So let me play it one more time, and I'll go into the verse and into the chorus, and you can see how it sounds. All right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Such is the way of the world, you can never know just where to put all your faith and how will it grow. Gonna rise up, burning black holes in dark memories. Gonna rise up, turning mistakes into gold. right, y'all, so that's how you play Rise by Eddie Vedder on a guitar, capo, 5th fret. Even if you don't have a capo, you can just use the chords I showed you. You won't be in the same key as him to the ear, but you can still play it. So don't let a capo hold you back if you don't have one. Get all my practice notes over at songnotes.net. This is some print-friendly good stuff I have, whether you want the simple version here or you want the full melodic tabbed out version. This is made with care by me to you, helping you play this beautiful, beautiful song. I'll also link out to a lyric sheet if you want the lyrics for the full song. That's a lyric sheet that I recommend there. So thanks all for watching. I really appreciate all the requests that have come in for this one. I've gotten a lot of requests over the years, and I've always been meaning to get to it, and I just wanted to put it together this week. So here it is. I hope you enjoy. If you've watched this far and you're not a member, I want to plug my own website, songnotes.net. It's my site, 100% my site. All the lessons there are by me. And, you know, it's my journey learning guitar. I started posting in 2013, and I've sort of been building up over the years, started building out courses, premium lessons, jam tracks, bonus content for members. And if you're not a member, please consider joining. You can just join for a month, stick around. You know, if you get enough to work on, you can sort of cancel, come back later, or you can join as an annual member. You save a lot of money that way, and it supports me. This is an audience-supported membership website that keeps the lights on around here, literally. It's how I make my living, thanks to all of y'all. So all these lessons would not exist if not for the many members who were kind and gracious enough to support me. So I really appreciate it. It's my dream to sort of share my love for guitar with y'all, and I appreciate y'all watching. So I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, my friends, and until then, bye-bye.